Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and the moment has arrived, guys, for one of my favorite characters in the KOF franchise, which is Mukai, right? We're getting a free A5 UE Mukai, which is actually pretty damn spectacular, and Netmarble just released a trailer for this guy, so let's check it out, guys, and let's see what they have in store for us. Let's watch this.
Here comes a
New challenger! Okay, he looks a little bit better. I like it. Okay. The grab and the throw, kind of petrify. Okay. Did I see a little chocolate Mukai there? Interesting with the rocks. Okay. A lot of these skills look very similar to what we already have. This is awesome. Yeah, the 3PG is badass. Like, that thing looks pretty spectacular, I have to say. His skills are okay, right? They're very similar to what we've already seen before, but I do like some of the things they're trying to implement with the character. I like the aesthetics of him. He looks a little bit better than what he did. Like, the detail in his face, like, definitely as the game progresses along, we're seeing more improvements to the details of these characters, right? He looks really good. Really happy with how he looks. Nice. Of course. So there you see a little stomp, and then he throws out a stone, right? So in the original version, the stone and the stomp are actually in two separate skills. So here he does a grab, and then he throws them. Now, if you notice, guys, he's actually changing the color of his skin. So if we back up a little bit here and kind of squeeze it, you notice, guys, there he is. He's dark, right? So that's pretty cool that they've done that. And he's got Petrify, of course. And we've seen that skill before, right? Now, this is kind of reminiscent of the polygon version of Rugal, right? He kind of, squats down like he's getting ready to go to the toilet, and then he just kind of lets a nice little explosion. Sorry for the comparison there, man. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Right? That's kind of what it reminds me of. Let me back up a little bit here so we can watch that again. A little bit more. Yeah, let's go here. I mean, yeah, it's kind of what it reminds me of. Looks like he's doing quite a bit of damage there. And then you see the rocks around him that are doing a bunch of hits to the opponent. So maybe this would be some kind of invincibility protection against him. Maybe similar to shield. Something different, right? Other than a shield for protection. I mean, I have no idea, guys. I'm just purely speculating as far as what maybe Mukai could be getting, because these UE characters, this is a new thing. Now, we've seen that before. That's exactly like his default before, right? This is a little different, though, compared to his original 3PG in the game. He does a regular stomp and then brings all those pillars down, right? He brings all those pillars down on top of them, and then he does the full screen animation, which is pretty damn cool. Whereas in the original version of Mukai, he doesn't have... Like, he does the full screen animation, but he doesn't do like the big stomp prior to. So if we go to good old Mukai here, we do a little comparing here. Let's find old boy, right? And he's a blue attack now, so that's also something to keep in mind. It looks like they incorporated like a little stomp and the throw skill into one skill, whereas here he just throws it out and then a pillar actually comes up from the bottom of the ground. Right? So it's a little bit different than what we've seen before. A little bit. This here, I mean, this looks identical to what we saw in one of those skills on the UE version. Now here he just does a grab and he petrifies, whereas in the newer version, he does a grab, he petrifies, and then he kind of does this like toss. It's kind of weird though, because they're petrified. He's not moving them along. And then we get into the default, and this is pretty much identical to what we saw as far as the UE version, right? So there's not a lot of difference in the original skills of the FES version of Mukai compared to the UE version. There are some slight differences. And then we get into, this is actually a 5PG. This could be a 3PG for the UE version. He just does a full screen animation, which was always a cool skill. But I really like that they incorporated, you know, bringing down the pillars first and then doing a full screen animation afterwards, because it actually makes it a little bit longer of a skill. So that's actually something really, really good to see. So other than the slight changes in the skills and the 5PG now converted to a 3PG for the new version, we have them stones around Mukai, and we also have him where he does the whole grunt squat, do a little bit of explosion, kind of similar to the polygon version of Rugal. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to play out for Mukai. Like, you know, we really don't know anything about these UE characters or what they're actually going to have to offer us. So it's all speculating at this point, but I really love the change to the 5PG that they did. You know, well, obviously being a 3PG now, but you know, with the whole pillars coming down, that is a really, really nice touch. I would have liked to seen a little bit more variety, or maybe some little bit more change, just a small critique of mine, to his first, second, and third skill. But until we have him in the game, guys, I mean, this is going to be a free A5 character. So I think that's really where the excitement is, right? The fact that we're going to get him at A5, and the fact that, you know, everybody's going to be able to get him. So we're all praying to God that he's going to be like the next Ivy, or, you know, Catsuit Ivy, where he's just going to be a godly character. But that remains to be seen, guys. We're all hoping for the best. So guys, let me know what you think about UE Mukai, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GW7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.